This time on Roadkill, we are racing the Roadkill garbage at Laguna Seca.
At least it waited till I was done.
I know that intuitively you thought that the Super Camaro here was probably the greatest handling vehicle in the history of Roadkill. This time we're here to find out. Remember episode 25 when we got the Kia Rio 5 and did the shootout and everything? Well, the V6 rental Camaro is the new Kia Rio. What we're gonna do is shoot out the Super Camaro, the Rotsun, and the Nascarlo, and the V6, which is our bogey. Can Roadkill outrun a V6 rental car?
Well, we're gonna have fun trying.
We are.
If you don't know the Rotsun, it's our 1971 Datsun 240Z that over the years has let us down more than any other Roadkill car. It's lost pretty much every race it's been in and broken multiple engines, multiple rear ends, and Finnegan's heart more times than we care to count. Its current configuration is a 5-liter Ford V8 with a swap meet Power Stroke diesel turbocharger. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission and the always destructible independent rear end. The Nascarlo is our stock car that's sort of street legal. It's actually a full-on late model dirt track race car, but it is skinned and binned with a 1970 or 71 Chevy Monte Carlo body. It's powered by a small block 350 with a Jericho clutchless 4-speed and a quick change rear end. We have driven this thing on the highway and also raced it on dirt tracks and even on a rally course. Finally, the Super Camaro is our most recent addition to the Roadkill fleet and also our most expensive sight unseen internet purchase ever. Don't let that wide body fool you. This thing is just as much garbage as the rest of the Roadkill cars, just pricier. It also has a small block 350 that makes no power and sends virtually no torque through a turbo 350 automatic transmission. It also has those awesome wide Mickey Thompson meats that justify everything about this car.
We haven't driven the Rotsun or the Nascarlo in a long time.
No, not since I crashed one and overheated the other.
Thanks for saying that out loud, because I always accept the guilt for having crashed the Nascarlo, but let's just go to some flashback footage of you on the dirt track in the Hit Motor Trend show Faster with Finnegan, running the Nascarlo into a big barrel or tire or something.
It was a tire ninja. It came from nowhere. I argue that I've improved upon the looks of the Nascarlo. I believe the visual confirms that.
Yeah, no, it actually looks way cooler, but I don't know if it is way better.
She's improved.
Yeah, and the Rotsun, the last time we saw that was in Las Vegas, overheating, steaming, and we had to walk to the SEMA show.
Yeah, that might be the hottest we've ever gotten an engine.
We have to wrench on all this junk before we actually go start shooting out. What do you want to start with?
Probably the Rotsun, because for me, that's the unknown quantity. We redid the entire suspension like 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
Drove it to Vegas. We never really raced it. We just did donuts in the dirt. Maybe today's the day where we find out if it's fast.
Ooh, drag strip.
Right.
We are parked here at Tucson Dragway, ready for action. All right, pull that junk in.
All right.
That's right. This is a drag race and road course shootout. But before we corkscrew ourselves at Laguna Seca, we're gonna see how our junk stacks up on the drag strip.
We need to put it on the lift, get it in the air, and find out why is it clunking in the back of the car when I let the clutch out.
I found the clunking noise. There's bushings right here that hold the nose of the differential center section down, and just the bushings are wasted. There's a gap up here. The bolts seem tight. But Finn and I looked all through this thing and realized that we assembled it improperly. But to fix it means getting these bolts out, and you can't do that because it's gonna hit the floor pan, and so we're gonna fix it the Roadkill way, which means not at all. It's gonna be fine. We gotta fix the starter though.
You might be wondering why I'm climbing a ladder. For the first time in the history of this show, we're gonna take safety very seriously and disconnect the battery before we replace the starter. However, the car was already in the air before we noticed the lift is puking hydraulic fluid all over the ground. We don't think we're gonna be able to use it more than once. So I'm gonna disconnect this up here. Freiburger's gonna put the starter in, and then hopefully to put Rotsun down without dropping it.
The problem with this junk is you hit the starter button and the starter spins but doesn't actually engage. But Duralast to the rescue. That looks right. Boy, the Rotsun's had this starter problem for a long time. I remember thrashing this thing at Camarillo Airport in the rain in a giant water puddle and then not being able to restart it because of the starter problem. And Finnegan still loves it. I don't hate it as much as I used to. That's fixed.
Okay. All right, I think she's ready.
Okay. All right, Rotsun done, Nascarlo in. And this one, you said, the problem is it has a stumble, that's it?
Yeah.
Can you fire it up and show me, like just
Yeah, it'll do it, just, you know, idling here.
Let's see.
Does it under load. And the warmer it gets, the better it is, but it still does it.
Huh. Do you want to just start drag racing it and only fix it if there's a problem?
Sure. We could fatten up the idle circuit just because.
Sure. The best thing is it fixed absolutely nothing.
There you go.
That's hot. I'm not touching that. That won't go through there. You got more mods to do. You overhogged it. The bolt falls through.
There's a washer right there.
The washer won't go.
No, is it really falling through? Okay, wait.
It doesn't go all the way through.
It doesn't go, come on.
It's not
No,
good.
you gotta line it up. Hey, let's go racing now.
Yeah.
We have 4 race cars, more or less, and we wanted to know how quick they are in a straight line. So we're here at Tucson Dragway in Tucson, Arizona, to line up a brand new 2020 V6 powered Camaro. And then we've got the Rotsun, we've got the Nascarlo, and we have what I believe we're calling the Super Camaro, which has the widest tires I've ever seen in my life. So you know it's gonna be good at going in a straight line.
Burnout action.
Come on back.
This thing is 222 cubic inches, 3.6 liters, and it makes 335 horsepower, dual overhead cam, 10-speed automatic, and it will do somewhat of a burnout. Oh, wow, it shifts.
That's some wheel speed.
Not bad at all. I like it.
Wow, okay.
Boy, I remember test driving for magazines like the TPI V8 cars back in the 90s, and this V6 is faster. And I'm staging.
And we're off.
Go. 7,000 RPM shift.
I do believe this is a legit 14-second car with only 6 cylinders.
Says I'm going 99 miles an hour. Man.
1437 at 99 miles an hour.
You know what? I hate to say it. This thing is quicker than, say, a 1968 383 Roadrunner when it was brand new, which, by the way, had 335 horsepower.
Question is, can any of these other old piles of junk beat that? Let's find out.
And it stops good and handles good.
Brakes work. Dude, epic burnout.
That was really good, wasn't it?
I think it was in like 3rd or 4th gear.
Oh, for sure. Or it's a 10-speed. It might have been an 8th.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah.
1437 at 99. Uneventful pass. Straight. No drama?
Yeah, no drama. Nascarlo next?
Let's do it.
Do it. Here comes our first player to challenge the mighty V6 rental car. It is the Nascarlo. He's not gonna do a burnout. He's just gonna stage and launch it. He's either gonna go all out RPM and sidestep the clutch, or he's gonna slip it. Let's find out. You're it.
All right, it's been a long time since I've driven this car.
Now's the clutch slip. Oh, yeah. got it in every gear, and it ran clean all the way down. And the first one out of the gate beats the rental car, 1382 at 101 miles an hour. I would have to guess and say that's the best pass Nascarlo's made here at Tucson Dragway.
Well, that was a good lick. The gearing is not set up for drag racing. That's a long first gear, and it is hard on the clutch. But I got it off the line without bogging it. That might have been the best lick I've ever made in this car.
See, there's a rule here at Tucson that if you have a street-driven car that goes 100 miles an hour, then, boom, you get the 100-mile-an-hour club. That's going on the Nascarlo. $13.82 at 101, you get a 100-mile-an-hour decal.
Hey, all right.
I'm putting that on this baby. You beat a V6 Camaro, congratulations.
Yay, us.
Yeah, you're qualified to drive a rental car.
Dude.
All right, next up is going to be the wide-body Camaro.
That's like getting first place at the buffet, or eating the most or something.
All right, here we go. First time down the drag strip in the Super Camaro. Now, keep in mind, this thing just has a mild 350 Chevy in it and turbo 400, and I don't know what rear end gear. All right, burnout on big beats. Here we go. That wasn't good.
And it's off.
It's still running out of fuel. See if we can do a better burnout with this thing. We might as well not bother.
Yeah, that's unhappy.
Yep. Yeah, it was not just the gas pickup. It's running out of gas for a different reason. Ah, yeah. The fuel delivery issue. You saw all about this problem in a previous episode of Roadkill, where we drove the Super Camaro from the drag strip at Tucson all the way to Laguna Seca. If you're confused, let me explain. See, we shot the drag strip portion of the shootout before we drove to Laguna Seca, so you can still see the hope and joy in our faces about the car before we knew that it had issues. But rest assured, as you already know, that we quasi-fixed it on the road trip to ensure proper-ish action on the road course by the end of the episode, thus restoring any deviations in the space-time continuum.
All right, well, the Super Camaro doesn't seem to be so super, and so what we're gonna do now is bring out something that is always guaranteed to perform on some level, the Rotsun.
For those of you at home, it has been 2 years, I think, since I've driven this car, and it has never gone down the drag strip successfully.
Remember, the Rotsun is the car that never fails to fail.
And I can't reach the door to close the... There we go. And the door, I think you gotta hold the handle. That feels relatively safe, given that the rest of the car is held together by hopes, dreams, and duct tape.
The motor's running good. We got a new T56 Magnum 6-speed manual transmission. We got that new beefy center section in the rear end, solid axles so that we don't have to worry about all those couplers coming apart. If it's ever had a shot, it's right now.
Second bulb is lit. I have no idea what RPM to launch it at.
Oh man, that thing makes power. Oh, he missed a shift, I think. He slipped the clutch out of the hole. Actually did a pretty good job. Didn't spin the tire.
Oh, that's not good. I think I just barbecued the clutch. All right, let's try that again. If the clutch will stay together.
Car's still running. Mike's gonna come right back around. Give it another shot. That was a stout launch.
Did the tires spin?
No.
That was the clutch then.
I thought you were riding the clutch.
No, I was off of it.
Oh, that's not good. I thought he had skills, but it's actually broken.
All right, car. Let's try this again. I have no fuel pressure.
The Rotsun never fails to fail.
The fuel pump died? What the heck? All right, there's a blown fuse. We blew the fuse for the fuel pump. Needs gas. You want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
The clutch is junk.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to roll it out of the hole and not go wide open throttle. But the good news is, when it was running,
Oh, it was hard.
oh baby.
Yeah.
Right up until it popped a fuse for the fuel pump.
Huh.
So we should put 10 gallons of race fuel because maybe it popped the fuse because the fuel pump is unhappy, you know, running dry. That's it right there. That's what spoiled that run. A fuse, which I will replace right now. Oh, look, fuel pump.
Wonder if Tucson Dragway knows how many of their traffic cones we've ruined with gasoline, because they make the ultimate funnel.
Oh my God, dude. That was $37.
And it's gonna make their floor all mushy. It's race gas, it'll evaporate fast. Where have I heard that before? It was a Rotsun episode, I think.
Oh, it runs great when it has fuel.
All right, Rotsun. It's gonna be different this time.
Second, and died again.
And the fuel pump just died again. Left the line good, top of first gear felt okay, and then it just shut off. We need to start looking at the wire going to the fuel pump because it's possible it's rubbed on the chassis or something.
So that's high end. I'm gonna zip tie this sort of away from it. So that's just gonna float there, and it's keeping that wire from getting pinched in there. Boom, and it's not touching another ground. Okay, got it. We are a fuse away from fixed and solved.
It's gonna work this time.
Yeah.
New goal, get to at least third or fourth gear with fuel pressure.
It's now or never. Okay. Second. Third. I did it again. Fourth. So the Rotsun on a miserable pass goes 1431 at 80 miles an hour. Technically, 6/100ths quicker than the Camaro rental car. Roadkill is victorious once again.
We're smoking and leaking, so I think that's probably the end of our fun here today at the drag strip.
It's pouring smoke. That was not that good, but you did beat the rental Camaro.
For a brief moment, it gave me a little taste of victory, man, I tell you. The boost hit, and I was like, yeah! I don't think that little pump is doing the job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it buries the needle, and then it's like, nope. And you back off and get back in it, and you're fine until the fuel pressure hits 15, and then it's like, no.
The Rotsun never failed to be mediocre. Actually, that's given it something. It sucked, but it won.
Don't you ever say an unkind word about Rotsun. She loves me.
Kind of a shocker, but 2 out of 3 Roadkill cars were in fact quicker than the V6. And not surprisingly at all, our new Super Camaro was a complete bust. But we did road trip the Camaro up the coast and worked on the fuel system in a hotel parking lot and finally made it to the promised land, Laguna Seca Raceway, where all 3 Roadkill cars were ready to take on the road course.
This is totally like Christmas for me.
I can't believe we're standing here.
I can't either.
I can't believe we have these cars here.
I can't believe how much we spent to rent this track to drive those cars here. Here's the amazing thing, is that neither Finnegan nor I have ever been here to Laguna Seca at the racetrack. It's been here since 1957. It's an international legend with the corkscrew over there, and I've never driven it, and now I'm going to. And I'm so excited that I get to drive the baseline Camaro rental car V6, because I guarantee it's the most competent car here. I'm driving the 2 Camaros, which are the 2 good cars, and you're driving the 2 completely clapped out roadkill cars that might not make a lap.
I brought all the safety gears.
Yeah.
All of them.
So first up, me and the Camaro.
Here's how this is gonna go down. Freiburger has a brand new V6 Camaro. He's gonna get 4 laps. I'm gonna be timing them with my precision smartphone here. First lap, warm up. Then he gets 2 hot laps. Then he gets a cool down lap, and he's off.
Okay, I am super amped for my first lap ever at Laguna Seca. So just to give you some scale on what these lap times are gonna look like, Motor Trend driver Randy Pokes in a 2020 brand new mid-engine Corvette. He went 1 minute and 37 seconds. And earlier in a VW Golf GTI, he did 1 minute and 50 seconds. So basically, anything around 2 minutes is gonna make me really happy. Here we go. This is gonna be my very first time with any kind of speed through the corkscrew. I'm gonna dive down, aim for the cone, and woo! Got it. My first time through the corkscrew. All right, I gotta be doing that faster next time.
I estimate he will be doing well over 100 miles an hour right here.
And it all begins. Here we go. I'm wide open.
I hear the V6 screaming, and as he crosses the stripe, timer is going.
You gotta go real slow into this. Turn in. Already on the accelerator. I probably came in way too early on that one. Yes, I did. Oh, even though I've got the traction control off, it's still got some intervention. Looks like I don't even need to touch the brakes through these two. We're doing 100 miles an hour right here. And in, back on it. Wow, this thing's actually not bad at all. This is gonna be terrifying in the roadkill cars. Okay, here comes the corkscrew. Here we go. And I already smell my brakes.
Okay, I see the car again.
Woo!
I see tire smoke.
And I came in that too hot. Oh, it's spinning the tire, no posse.
Coming in hot. Can he break 2 minutes? Can he do it? He did. 1 minute, 59.18 seconds. This could be faster.
Yep, 100 miles an hour there again. Okay, I was only supposed to go twice. I think I'm gonna go one more time.
I think he's gonna break his own record.
98 miles an hour again.
Oof, yeah. He shaved nearly 2 seconds on that one. Minute and 57 seconds.
This is the turn you just have to sort of give up. Shattered it a little bit. It didn't intervene that time though. In and throttling out all the way to the apron on the rumble strip.
He is a very confident driver. You gotta give him that. Like, he will get faster.
Way faster through there that time. You learn where you basically can just flat foot it instead of having to brake. Oh, I came in this one hotter for sure. Here we go. Corkscrew. Oh, got air that time. Woo! Yeah, this is righteous fun. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be my fastest lap. Gotta park it, floor it, unwind it. Here we go. This will be my last one. And 98. Woo! That was fun.
Whoa, minute and 55.
Takes me a while to like learn the car and, you know, the track. Dude, that is so fun.
This thing is spunky.
It is so good. First of all, it's the perfect car because it's like right at my skill level.
Okay.
You will get the corkscrew and you will dream about it for years. I was able to just come in faster and faster and faster.
Oh, you got faster every lap.
I thought I did.
All right, so lap number 1, minute and 59.1.
No way.
Lap number 2, minute and 57.
Okay.
Lap number 3, minute and 55.
I'm only 5 seconds slower than Randy Popst in a VW Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The more you go, the more you learn the track, the more you learn the car, you know what you can get away with.
I'm gonna go get in the Rotsun now after putting on all of the safety gear, and I'll try to suck less than I normally suck and get close to them.
Oh, man, that was fun.
Nice work.
Man, I was happy to find out from Mike that I was going quicker and quicker and quicker every lap. When you first go out there, you start to brake way too early. You don't know what the car's gonna do, and you can just get more and more and more aggressive until you ultimately spin out. I'm glad I didn't get to that point because that's embarrassing. But if it's spin outs you want, I present Mike Finnegan in the Rotsun. So this thing did make 600 horsepower when I had the engine on Engine Masters, but it's currently having a fuel delivery problem where Finnegan's gonna have to back out of it to keep it about 14 pounds of boost. But I guarantee no matter what happens, he's gonna have a lot of fun.
All right, Rotsun, here we go.
Okay, he's on his warm-up lap now where he's just gonna get to know the thing a little bit. Keep in mind, it is the car that has never failed to fail.
Oh, when I lift, something funky's going on because it just fired oil all over my windshield. Oh, but this car quarter's good. Oh, man.
Yeah, when we drag tested this thing, it never even really made it all the way down the drag strip because of that fuel delivery problem. We did put gasoline in it, that solved one thing, but it is the boost reference regulator where the fuel pressure can't keep up with how fast the boost is climbing on the thing. They have extremely stringent noise regulations here at Laguna Seca, and apparently the tip is to actually lift in turn 5, which is where the dB meter is.
All right, turn 5, this is where they're measuring for sound, and I'm not supposed to be loud through here because if I'm too loud 3 times, this car gets thrown off the track. Oh, Rotsun, I love you. Every time this thing sees 15 pounds of boost, it cuts the fuel pressure. I think we have a massive oil leak at the turbos. I'm going to pull back around and see if it's something we can fix now.
So this is still his warm-up. Hopefully he hasn't cooked the brakes yet. He is just putting that thing. I wonder if it's having a problem.
Well, let me just pull up the Freiburger here. I'll let him know what's going on.
The car that never fails to fail?
Massive oil leak. Can you take a look at it? Like, I'm thinking maybe the drain line for the turbo or something.
Can you fire it up so I can look? It's dripping out of where the flange is bolted to the turbo and soaking that wrap, and the wrap is smoking. Not on fire yet.
All right, I'll go around again.
Yeah, there's no oil on the ground. So this is gonna be another warm-up lap, and I'll start him when he comes back by.
Oh my God, this is so frightening and awesomely fun at the same time. I can't see nothing, it's so scary. The brakes are killer. Oh.
There he goes. Yeah. Oh, dude. Nice. Way better than I anticipated. That had some violence. He's obviously modulating the throttle to keep that thing out of the boost where it gets into some misfire.
All right, this is my first actual hot lap. Oh, the boost feels so good. Right up until the point where you run out of fuel pressure and the engine shuts down. Come on, car. Go, car, go.
He's going to be coming down that turn next, which is just after the corkscrew.
Yahoo! Roll.
There it is. I think he came in a little early on that one, but who knows? Not bad. I like it. Listen to it when it shifts. That was a 207.
Motor's hot. We got oil pressure though.
Did you hear him when he was shifting his?
I love the corkscrew. I love it.
he comes.
These brakes rule.
Oh, there he goes. Here comes the fun part. Slowed down, 2:08, so he lost just a hair less than 1 full second on that pass.
It's really warm. It's 250 degrees. So time to slow down. I love you, Rotsun. Finally, after all these years, I got to enjoy the Rotsun for more than 4.5 seconds. Huh, my shifter just gave up.
Dude, it looked so amazing.
It was incredible.
Oh, you broke the stick off.
It fell off on the cooldown lap, basically.
You went 2:07, but man, the success of it was way bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, I cannot believe it survived because it was at 240 plus after lap number 2.
Okay.
I basically raced it overheating.
Whoa!
Oh,
As if on command. Okay, we're gonna have to clean that up.
wow. Good on you, Rotsun. At least it waited till I was done.
That is so awesome. Oh yeah, I was at 240. My turn in the Super Camaro. You can take that home with you.
It's time for the Super Camaro. And as we all know, because we've spent a whole week with this car, it is less than super. So Dave's in trouble right now because it doesn't make a lot of power. It doesn't grip very well, and apparently it's got next to almost no brakes right now. Good luck!
So this thing has a funky automatic transmission shifter, and hopefully I don't mess up and throw the thing into reverse or park. These tires are like pro street drag racing tires, so I don't have high hopes. Oh yeah, these are loose.
Oh, I can hear the misfiring of a 350 cubic inch V8 that's probably running on 220 cubic inches right now.
Ah, runs so bad. Ah, this thing is junk as far as power goes. Absolute trash. All right, here we go. No power at all. It is wide open.
And he's off. I really like that car.
Yeah, these tires are like diamond on diamond as far as traction goes. Not overheating. Still has oil pressure. Oh, it's just gutless though. It's like I can drive almost whole track wide open because it has no power. All right, here comes corkscrew again. You know what? The tires, now that they're heating up, are actually a little bit better. It's still real loose, as you just saw, but better. All right, here we go.
The tires are howling.
First gear.
I think he almost crashed at least 3 times on this lap. But dude, time, Rotsun just crossed the finish line. He's not that far behind. 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Actually, with the tires warmed up, they're a little bit better. But the thing just has like no stones whatsoever. Oh yeah, I didn't even really need to brake there. Okay, here we go. And my seatbelt came off. I need to stop and get my seatbelt on.
Something's wrong. He's off the throttle. I believe he's coming in. He might not have any more brakes in that car. All right.
I'm gonna keep going, but my seatbelt popped off.
Because you're doing really good. You're only 8 seconds slower than the Rotsun.
I can do better. Okay, here we go again. Don't want to overcook the tires and brakes.
Wow, the engine's cooling down now. That's the advantage to making no horsepower. Okay, now I'm gonna try and carry some speed and get my lap in. There we go. That was fun.
2 minutes, 12 seconds. They picked up 3 seconds.
Wow, the brakes are actually hanging up. Makes me wonder if the guy's got some sort of road race or autocross pad on this thing. I'm starting to trust the grip in this thing. Kind of weird, but I think I got this.
Oh, this is gonna be a good lap right here. Oh, 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Wow. He had a 2 minute 15, a 2:12. He just ran a 2:09. He's only like 0.2 of a second behind the Rotsun with like half the power and no brakes.
All right, well, the Super Camaro's not that super. It's really interesting though. If I trusted the car more, I would be able to go faster. The thing is, it has so little power, you can almost drive the whole track with no brakes at all.
How fun was that?
That's a car that I could get used to.
Well, dude, you did killer.
Really?
Yeah, you ran a 2:15, a 2:12, 2:09, dude.
No, I kept on picking it up because I figured out you don't need to lift. You almost don't need to lift at all.
It makes so much noise in every corner from the tires.
It's great, right?
I was like, oh, is this the one? Is he crashing? Like every time, dude.
Dude, they're drag racing pro street tires. They're not meant for this. Whew. Well, I guess it's on you and the Monte Carlo to try and outrun the V6.
Okay.
Not as fun as the V6 rental car, I have to say, disappointingly. But man, did you see me? I looked good. Super Camaro, I would say I'm super happy that we're here with this car. This engine is an absolute roach. I mean, I cut a 2:09 lap time, 2 seconds slower than the Rotsun. That's embarrassing. But I drove the grill off of it. I'm pretty sure that happened the second time I went through the corkscrew. Cut it tight, hit a little bit hard. But this is a good roadkill car. I want to save it, and I want to reinstall the twin turbo motor that was originally in it in 1979. Nascarlo, our last hope for a roadkill car outrunning a V6 rental car. Now, keep in mind, the Nascarlo is an actual race car under the skin. However, it is a dirt oval track car that's never been realigned for the road course. It still has dirt track tires on it. Even so, it's the only shot we have at beating the V6, so it's on Finnegan right now. Okay, just already though, how cool is that, right? That's why we're here, not because we're good, but because we're cool.
I have no idea how it's gonna do with dirt track tires.
Oh, that car's gonna violate the noise regulations here at Laguna Seca. The guy in that house right there is on the phone right now. What's going on down there? This is gonna be Finnegan's day. He already had a riot in the Rotsun, made it all the way around the track, and now I think he's gonna win the day in the Nascarlo. Hear how loud that is? Noise regs here. I think he's gonna get booted off in 3 laps. Here he comes. Sounds like he's in too high of a gear. That was cool. That was really cool. If he can get the thing into a lower gear coming out of that corner, the thing will be fast right here. We just got a call over the radio. I heard 104 decibels. So he's gonna get thrown off. He's got 1 lap to make this happen. You watch, he'll get a black flag thrown at him and he'll just ignore it. We have to stop him? Yeah. Oh man, I want to get his time, but I gotta stop him. It's loud. He's in violation, but he beats the Rotsun with a 2-minute, 6-second time. Now, if we can just get him stopped before we actually have to pay tens of thousands of dollars in fines.
I think we're too loud. I think I just got kicked out of here. Oh man, this is what this car was born to do. After all these years, Nascarlo finally went back to a road course, and it rips.
Well,
tell me you got the time on the last lap.
First, I want to talk statistics.
Okay.
The DB limit here is 90.
Yeah, I was 107 apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
But my excuse here is that everybody who waved a black flag at me was in the shade. So it took at least half a lap before I found, what the hell was that? And as I drove by, I'm like, is that a black flag? Why am I being black flag? There's no other racers here.
Too loud.
Oh, we're too loud. And then I saw this guy, and I'm like, I'm not lifting, I'm getting a time.
1 second quicker than the Rotsun, 2 minutes, 6 seconds.
Oh God, there's so much left in this thing.
I'm sure. It sounded good and it looked good.
Right.
That's a victory, but none of the Roadkill cars are quicker than the V6 Camaro.
V6 Camaro has millions of dollars of research and development. The Roadkill cars has us.
Oh. That's a way to end a Roadkill. In violation, getting fined, getting ticketed, getting jailed, and going quicker than any other Roadkill car. 2 minutes and 6 seconds for the Nascarlo. So where does this leave us overall? Well, 2/3 of the Roadkill cars are faster than the V6 on the dragstrip, and I wholeheartedly believe that we can and will make the Super Camaro quicker in the future. But will it be the only Roadkill car to be able to beat the V6 rental car on the road course? Only time will tell. For now, however, we have to look at the real win, which is that we came to Laguna Seca and raced complete garbage on a world-famous track. And our beloved Nascarlo set new records. Not by having the fastest time overall, or not even by beating a stock V6 Camaro, but by exceeding the track's decibel noise limit by a factor of almost 100. If you can't be faster, be louder. You know what? I think there's a big philosophical thing going on here, though, because how many of our audience would rather have the better performing car versus the far cooler car?
Zero.
And a word of advice to you, never buy a used rental car. Ready?
You got the extra insurance, right?
Yep.
All right,
Got the walk away.
do it.
Wow. There we go. Yeah. That's what I like.
There we go. Just leave it
Oh,
on
and the shifting. Look at this. Downshift, upshift.
That doesn't breathe good.
Okay, we can leave now. Bye-bye.
Microphone check. 1, 2, 3.
Checking for greatness. Greatness achieved.
And now I have to poop.
And I'm off.
All right. Good luck, sir.
I need it.
I farted inside his car.
Why aren't you driving it away?
That's a good question. Why aren't I driving it away? Still runs. Still runs.
This time on Roadkill, more burnouts and bodacious bouncing with the bubble. Hit it!
We take the trouble bubble to places it's never been before.
Woohoo! It's so ridiculous.
Remember what we're doing, dude.
Bubblicious is back with the boogie.
Oh, the trouble bubble. I'm so excited about this.
We can fix this. Oh,
That
maybe
bodes
not.
well for today,
I'll fix this because that's unsightly.
especially when you make me drive this down a drag strip with stuff falling off of it.
So our plan here is we're gonna drag race the bubble. We're gonna find out how fast it is naturally aspirated. We're gonna throw some nitrous on it and we're gonna hit the road. You've
Yes.
got a plan. What's the plan?
We're going to drive off-road to a bar that you can only get to on dirt, and no, it's not the same one we went to in the Jeep Rod.
Right, so it's gonna be a mashup of the lowrider off-road meets the flat fender Jeep Rod off-road to the desert bar, and hopefully this one lets us in and we can actually drink.
Yeah.
The key to all of this is the romping, stomping 4.3-liter V8. Now, what's funny is when we had this thing in the Holiday Hoopty Challenge, I had identified it as a 4.3, and a bunch of people on the internet were like, did you catch Freiburger's gaff? A 4.3 is a V6, not a V8. Wrong! Yep, this is a 4.3-liter V8. It's an L99, which is very similar to the Gen 2 small block Chevy that you know as an LT1. It looks just like the bigger engine, but it is in fact a 262 cubic inch 4.3-liter V8. So there you go. Let's talk history of the Bubblicious. This is a 95 Chevy Caprice 9C1 actual cop car. I think it was a cop car and then a taxi cab, and it's got 1 million miles on it. And then it was purchased initially by Motor Trend for the show called Drift This. And those guys fixed up the high rider suspension, made it beef, put a drift brake on it, and put nitrous on the 4.3-liter V8 and drifted the thing around. Now after that, it got absorbed by Roadkill. We did that crazy shootout with all of the stupid cars out in the desert in a ghost town. We painted the thing pink just for Finnegan, and we found out that these high riders are fun. Just like when Mike and I took the lowrider out into the desert and all of a sudden we realized why people build lowriders, we realized why people build cars like this. But I think even those guys don't realize how well they jump. Mike got air in this car, and it was awesome, and we fell in love. And after that, it appeared on the Holiday Hoopty Challenge show, where we actually went back to the same location. We were racing around with a whole bunch of hosts from Motor Trend. And Lucky Costa from Hot Rod Garage got in it for this final race against Faye from All Girls Garage, and he ended up knocking this wheel completely off the car. He drove the wheels off of it. But we got it back home, and Kalen, our tech center guy, looked at it, and it had pulled a stud out of the ball joint, which let that top part of the wheel just flop open. But now it's sort of fixed. The alignment is still a disaster. It's still completely underpowered. It doesn't have nitrous anymore, but we're gonna fix that. Our plan is to take this thing down the drag strip naturally aspirated, then get the nitrous working again, and then hit the road. You don't need this, do you?
We're definitely getting in the 16s now.
Okay.
Ah! Come on, window, go! Maybe today's the day when it will do a burnout. In water, on a drag strip.
I did not see that coming. We tried to do burnouts on dirt and it wouldn't. I guess it needed the water and the brake stand. There he goes.
Oh, that was great.
You realize racing these high rider cars is a real thing. There's some fast ones. That was the inspiration for making this happen, because just you wait, this is gonna be unimpressive.
first gear. Oh, now it hit the road limiter.
It looks faster than I remembered, I'll give it that.
Okay, it hit the road limiter before it shifted. It is not fast, but it is scary. Okay, past the 8-mile mark. Still going, still floating. Oh my God, this is sketchy. Gently lifting off the throttle and squeezing the brakes. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow, this thing loves to run 1710 at 76 miles an hour. The only downside to that is that you know that Finnegan's gonna want to try and break into the 16s. I wanted him to save that margin so that we looked like even bigger heroes once we modified the thing. But no, he's just got to lay it all on the table every single time. 1710 at 76 miles an hour.
What?
Yeah.
1710?
Yes.
I bounced it off the rev limiter.
I know.
We're so close to a 16.
Remember at Thanksgiving when you were a kid, you always had the wishbone?
Yeah.
Make a wish.
Oh, I wish for 16s.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go. You won.
We're getting 16s.
All right, I'll help you start it again, or try it.
It doesn't matter how weak suck your goals are as long as you have some sort of goal.
This battery terminal is junk. Okay. Light them up. The tension is on. Will it go in the 16s?
Really straight. Hopefully nothing gets in my way.
I know he wants the 1699 so bad.
Oh, I got the handbrake. I can stage it with the handbrake. There we go. There we go.
Oh, he's on the rev limiter.
It shifted a second, but it didn't go. And it hit the rev limiter. All right, we're in third gear. It is not fast, but it is scary. Oh, it's so sketchy to drive. This is walking all over the racetrack.
He does it, 1696, 77 miles an hour. You know what that means? We can make this garbage go 15s on nitrous.
But we just need to go straight to nitrous. This is not an impressive automobile, but N2O usually fixes everything.
Okay, watch this. He hit the number, but he's gonna go, I was on the rev limiter, I can do better, let's go. This thing will run a 1675.
All right, here's Freiburger. Bet he's got the time slip.
Oh, his arms are in the air.
1696, 77 miles an hour.
We got to the 16.
Woo-hoo!
Wow.
Yeah.
And it bounced off the rev limiter again.
Bad.
Yeah, I put it in second, nothing happened. And then it hit the rev limiter and then it went in second.
Yeah, it's like the factory computer lets it hit the rev limiter.
Maybe it's low on tranny fluid. Let's put nitrous on it.
Oh man, I had predicted to the audience that you were gonna say, I can go quicker, dude. It was on the rev limiter. Let me go again.
I can do that all with nitrous.
That's right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, so
I'm
let's
down
just
for
go
that.
right to the bottle. We're gonna go 1560 in a bubble, and then we're gonna go to a bar that you can only get to on dart.
No one does that.
I love this.
Yeah.
Setting records.
Let me get the bottle.
Who'da thunk it? 1696 at 77 miles an hour in a lifted Bubblicious. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't. But what I do see coming is nitrous in the trunk and knocking a full second off its ET. And when it doesn't break, we're gonna hit the road for Havasu. The Bubble is not our project car, but we are the ones having fun with it today. We've never used the nitrous. In fact, there were pieces missing from it. So we got a brand new NOS bottle today. And before we go out there and try to beat our 1696, we're gonna do a little service and maintenance on this thing because yes, it's great to buy someone else's project car, but you never can trust everything like this dirty nitrous line. This has filth all in it. And if we connect the bottle to it right now and open the bottle, all of that mud will go upwards into the nitrous system, plug the nozzle, and blow up the motor. Step one, get something to clean the hose. Step two, clean the hose. Step three is to not trust your own work and to have your buddy go to the other end, disconnect the hose, also spray it with cleaner, and then blow everything out.
So, we know that most of the crud is in that end, so we want to blow the crud that way. So I'm gonna put some brake clean in the end and then air hose it out.
All right, it's coming your way.
All right.
All right, I think we're good.
This engine that we're about to blow up is a Gen 2 small block Chevy. They came out in 1992, and I think you might know them better as like the LT1 engine that was in a Firebird or a Camaro or a Corvette. And the LT1 is 5.7 liters. This is an L99, which is 4.3 liters. What makes it a Gen 2 and different from the older small block Chevys is it has reverse cooling. The water pump is driven off the front of the camshaft, so is that OptiSpark ignition. It's got different cylinder heads, different intake bolt pattern. Basically, the only thing that's really the same is like valve covers and rotating assembly. I won't cry when we expire this one, except for that it might put an end to our trip, so I will be unhappy. Anyway, this will be good regardless.
Good news. I found the micro switch.
Yeah?
It wasn't going to work, but I bent it. Now it works.
Mike is fixing wiring. I'm going to install the bottle. This is a Holley Sniper, their low buck line of nitrous stuff. So, you know, when nitrous is in a bottle, it's actually a liquid, and there is a pickup tube that goes in here and goes down to this corner. And so you always want to install the thing in the car right like that, so it grabs all of it. I'm gonna put it in the remnants of this bracket. It's left over from the Drift Disc guys. There's two different commonly used line sizes. This is an AN-4. More hardcore race stuff uses an AN-6, and you have to make sure that that matches up with this part right here, which is called the bottle nut.
Okay. So the reason I'm going through all this wiring is that I was concerned the nitrous wasn't even working, and when I crawled into the dash, I found a relay under there, and the way it was wired, it couldn't physically trigger to make the nitrous turn on. So I just started tracing the wires, and I'm like, yeah, this thing's wired backwards. It can't work. So I have neither the zip ties nor the connectors to do the job correctly. So I'm just electrical taping. Don't do this at home. But I am not at home, and I am in a hurry. So don't get it perfect, just get it done. All right, let's go nitrousing. Okay, so there's no fuses on anything. It's hot wired right now, so when I go full throttle, it should click the solenoids.
Do it again. Yep.
All right, we got nitrous. Yoo-hoo.
Peace be with you. I'm gonna make him drive up there with that open, and I'm gonna open the nitrous right when we get to the line, because that way, if that solenoid leaks and just starts spraying nitrous, he can stage and go. You down with that, Mike?
Yep.
He's down. You ready to blow a bubble?
I'll have you know, I put the fire chute on, not because I'm afraid of nitrous. I'm just afraid of the wire that's laying on the hot motor that is electrical taped around the battery stud.
It'll be great footage if it happens.
Oh, man.
Fire it up, I'll open the bottle, slam the trunk, and give you the go.
Okay. Okay, car, don't hurt me.
All right, I opened the bottle and the engine didn't start racing, so we're pretty sure the nitrous solenoid does not leak, so that's good. Open it all the way, turn it back a quarter turn, and good to go. Or should I say, good to blow. My prediction is 1560.
Staging. You're in low gear. I'm gonna shift way early because it doesn't like to shift.
Can he handle the power? Will it spin the tires? Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt too.
It doesn't want to shift at all. Oh my goodness.
Breaking up at the top end.
I don't see any smoke. Oh, it's surging. It is not happy. It should not like the bottle for an extended period of time.
1549, 87 miles an hour, all over the rev limiter and with a lot of axle wrap and spinning right off the line. There you go. I called 1560, did a little bit better than that. I know we are gonna go again and see if we can figure out how to do it without the rev limiter, but there you go, the power of Sniper nitrous oxide.
Oh my goodness. The nitrous worked. It spun the tires at the hit. Then it bounced off the rev limiter. I lifted and it still wouldn't shift the transmission. Then I shifted a couple more times and it still wouldn't go. I don't know, I think at this point we ought to be thankful it's still running.
That was horrible.
Dude!
That was ungood, dude.
Completely. You were on the rev limiter for what, a second?
It would not do what I asked it nicely to do. I gently said, okay, second gear now. I lifted off the gas completely, and it still wouldn't go, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, and on the top end, it surged horribly, like it's lean. It is so unhappy, dude.
1549 at 87 miles an hour.
What?
Yes, 1549. Knocked off a second and a half.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bar.
I know. My temptation is to see if it'll go in the 14s, but it's not gonna shift right. So that's as good as it's gonna get, roadkill style. Knocking a second and a half off the thing in the quarter mile. Let's hit the road.
Yeah. This is hot. I don't want to get out all this.
Oh no, you have to wear that the rest of the trip.
Oh, all right. Well, then let's just keep racing.
I think we should celebrate. And I know just how. There is a bar 350 miles from this spot that you can only get to on dirt. Let's go.
We're desert bound. Okay, here's roadkill at the drag strip. Should we put ATF in it? Nah. Here's roadkill after leaving 1 mile on our road trip. This thing needs ATF. Yeah, it's gonna blow up.
1 mile's generous. I can see the drag strip.
Hey, it's just like the lowrider episode. Remember when we hit the desert and we didn't make it past in sight of our hotel? We're still only a quarter mile from where we entered. There's where we slept last night, right there.
I pulled it out. I didn't wipe it or check or do anything.
All right, let me see this. No, I wasn't really gonna do that to you.
I would have got you back later. I mean, with a snowball or something, middle of the desert. Is that broke off
Yes.
in half?
This dipstick is broken off on the end. See that?
Did nitrous break our dipstick?
Probably. It has fluid. It's just slipping really badly. Hey, Mike, it's full. This stick doesn't like going in its home.
You can do it. Maybe that's because the other piece is still in there.
Yeah, it's possible.
I've never seen nitrous break a dipstick before. This is new. We're setting records.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's driving okay right now, but for a while when we left the track, it felt like it was locking and unlocking the converter and downshifting all on its own.
I think that can still be a symptom of it having more load than it wants, and also the TPS and speedo being completely out of whack. I don't know. And that 4L60 is known for its reliability, so I don't think you could really hurt it.
Right. Now the fun part. You haven't been on the highway yet in this, have you?
No, I have not been anywhere in this. I avoided driving it. I let you have all the fun.
The sweet spot is about 54.
Before the...
It just wanders, you know? Feels like you want to tip over. But at the same time, I feel like I have a commanding presence when I'm in this. Like, I'm on top of the world, you know?
It does have the command driving position, that's for sure.
Can I add a sub-goal to this trip?
Huh.
You know, obviously, drive 350, get to Havasu, go to the bar. How about, at some point, you and I get that PlayStation 2 to work.
What?
And I introduce you to Super Mario Brothers and maybe Excite Bike.
There's a PlayStation actually in the car and color matched.
Yeah, this is a TV. This opens up.
There's a TV here too.
Oh, that's for the haters.
Is this a TV?
Yeah, that's for the people behind you.
Huh. Yeah, PlayStation. Says it right on there. Color matched.
Let's make it work.
Huh.
This car rules. Other than the lazy corner light and the defective trim, I see no issue with getting all the way to Lake Havasu City, Arizona tonight.
This thing is posh. Dude, we got air conditioning, we got air freshener.
Feel like driving?
I'm gonna drive it for the very first time ever. I mean, aside from like just moving it around.
You're gonna love it. It's gonna change your world. You're gonna go F-bomb. Don't need that pile.
Matter of fact, what are these wheels? This is,
Shiny?
this tire's a 305/30/26. It's a 26-inch tall wheel. So that means that tire is 26, almost 30 inches tall. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready for the experience. I'm high riding.
Yeah, man. Welcome. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Rip it and lock them up. I find that if you pump it a couple times, then when you use it, works.
You go
better.
1, 2, 3, then bam!
Yeah,
Bam!
works good. There you go.
That seems like it's building a lot of transmission heat.
Don't break the transmission.
This is not your typical roadkill car. It really isn't bad. Power window.
It's downright comfy.
Yeah, seat is comfy.
The view is incredible. I feel like I'm on top of the world here. So we're gonna go this way for a while, and then we're gonna turn right.
Good morning from frigid and beautiful Lake Havasu City, Arizona, where no one is walking around with their clothes off today.
No. In the summertime,
That
this
happens.
is the Southwest boating capital, but in the wintertime, off-roading.
Absolutely freezing. Let me take a brief interlude in our story to tell you a background of automotive nature. So there's this dude, Robert Paxton McCulloch, and the word Paxton probably gave you a clue. This guy actually founded McCulloch Superchargers back in 30s and 40s, and then sold that company and opened Paxton Superchargers, and later on he had an aviation company and an oil company and McCulloch Chainsaws. So in 1963 he buys this property here in Arizona and turns it into a company town. He wants to build chainsaws here, which he did, and he's the guy who brought the London Bridge here to Arizona. Actually bought it out of London, installed it here in 1971.
Brick by brick. They numbered the bricks over in the UK and then
did.
shipped it here and put it back together.
Ready to go off-roading?
I am.
I have no idea what I'm heading for, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Oh, that's a bump right there.
You got it. Remember, we don't have nitrous, so don't stop. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. How about all the way back down and then that way?
All right, we might have to go up the other side.
Oh, there we go. Go, car, go. Yes, we're
Got this.
Don't slow down.
Whoa. I can't see a thing. Oh, it's the bump at the bottom that kills you. Go, okay, Okay, I have determination now.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Not for sure we're tipping over.
This thing actually like donuts and drifts and all that stuff really well.
That's a lot of sand.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because, you know, bar. Ooh, that was tire rub.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't do this to us.
This is bad.
You're the off-road guy. Oh no. Keep going down. Keep going. Oh no. Off-road guy.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Off-road guy. Just stop. Let me get some rocks. Let me get some rocks. Oh my God, look what you did.
It's probably buried.
Okay, I got an idea. Straighten the wheel, a little more that way. Okay, go forward and then rock back and I'll push and maybe we can get it up this little bump here.
Okay, we got further.
Do it again.
good.
And he's the off-road guy.
With momentums, I think we can go up.
That is the steepest one yet. I don't know about this one.
No, you're right, it's too soft. I'll try the one next to it.
That one there.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, there we go. Go, car. Come on, come on. We're free. Nice work.
Yeah, the rockier soil definitely helps. All right, I think it's probably time to cut our losses, go get some wheels and tires for when I blow one of these and hit the bar.
Yeah.
Works
Whoa.
good. Oh, bumps.
I got sideways and it messed me up. We can do this stuff. This is good. This is okay. Oh, no, Dave. We're screwed.
No, Dave. If you get out to that, I think you can get a running start at this.
I'll try that.
Yeah, Dave, this is all nice and hard. There you go. There you go. Oh no. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Ah! Go, 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 go! Come on! Ah. Definitely not.
Ah, I didn't make it.
All of this here is no good.
Maybe you should try it.
Well, you've already ruined it. What am I gonna do here?
Allow yourself to be criticized so I'm not the only one.
All right,
Finnegan's got this.
I'll bury it.
Doing the right thing, going easy. Yep. Oh, lifted at the wrong moment. Oh, he lifted at the wrong moment again. Man, it feels good to be criticizing instead of driving.
The wheel's kind of stuck on a bush.
All right, let's dig and figure out why it won't steer. Or there's Jeep guy right there.
If Jeep guy could pull us to here.
Can you give us a yank? If we'll go back just a few frames in video, you'll see me saying something like, hey, let's cut our losses and just take off, go to the junkyard, and then hit the desert bar. All right, I think it's probably time to cut our losses, go get some wheels and tires, and hit the bar.
Yeah.
I said that. And then Video Alex, who is shooting me right now, who has no guilt whatsoever, no contrition, he realized he did not roll the GoPro underneath the car so that we could get action of the tire spinning and stuff. So they're like, hey guys, one more time. So we came down here in our own slop and drove around and made a big disaster. I got stuck, Finnegan got stuck. Fortunately, CJ7 guy here showed up and is gonna give us a yank so we can get out of here and actually continue with the show. All right, perfect. There we go.
Oh, there we go. We're getting free. We're getting free. The Jeep's backing up and they're using the winch. That is cool. We're free. Kinda. We're gonna get stuck again because we don't have a running start to get up there or there.
We're going that way.
Oh, backwards? Oh.
And apparently they think we broke their Jeep.
We broke it?
That's what they said.
How did we break it?
Yeah, it's like, what happened? He's like, the fan shroud broke out of it. Like, that's on us?
How did the fan shroud? Is the winch connected to the fan shroud or something?
No.
It's weird.
He didn't seem real mad, but he was like, yeah, you guys
Pulled the
broke.
winch to the core support for some reason?
Yeah.
It is Roadkill Clown School Season 10. So the guys who pulled us out with their Jeep actually broke their Jeep, and they were blocking the road up there, but we loaned them tools. They've got it all fixed. Everybody's happy. And now Finnegan is going to pull the thing right out. If you can't be good, be dramatic.
Right.
Oh, that did not work. I think you can just pull right forward and go right back where you were.
But when I get down there, can I go around and go out?
Sure.
All right.
right, car. Well, let's go. I am not slowing down for anything.
Now he's got to be on the throttle or he's going to get stuck where we were before, and he got it.
Oh, that's a jump. Come on, up the hill. Come on, car. Come on, car. Get us out. Woo!
Okay, we're saved. He's all the way up top, and I get to watch.
Well, it's a good thing they came to their senses and put me behind the wheel.
Can I blame you for getting stuck and not letting us get to the junkyard, or is it me getting stuck that did that?
Well, what I was gonna say was, despite our, predicament that we as a team ended up in, I maintain that this is, once again, another Swiss Army knife of hot rods. Ground clearance means off-roading.
Yeah.
Wide contact patch, nitrous in the trunk, goes good at the drag strip.
No, the big deal to me is that I've never actually driven a car with a drift brake and drifted with it. I really want to learn how to do that.
When I drive like that, I feel like I'm in a monster truck.
Oh, yeah.
Romp on it around the corner. Oh, boy.
There you go.
Works.
Retired people here, be careful. I really like that the old guy liked it. The old lady was freaking out when you were skidding, but the old guy was like, yeah, I remember being a hoodlum. That was good. You know what? I'm beginning to think that's just part of the experience. It's just what you do.
Test out the drift brake?
Yeah.
Want to try?
I can do better. Before we move on, I feel like you need a little bit of a lesson on what this car is, as I myself was schooled, actually by Brian at Hoonigan, about it's not a donk. A lot of people want to look at this style of high rider, big inch wheels and everything and just call it a donk, but that's not it. See, there's donk, box, and bubble.
It's all about the Caprice and the Impala, the full-size Chevys. First up is the donk. That's 1971 to 1976. That body style is a badonkadonk. It's got a big butt. Or the Impala logo looks like a donkey, so people say it's called a donk. Next up is the box, which is a 1977-1990 model. They're all boxy, they're squared off. And then 91 to 96 is the bubble. They're all rounded off and bubblicious like this one.
There you go, yeah!
Oh my God! Okay, it's tippier than I thought that it might be. All right, let's go to the desert bar before we die.
Okay, great idea. There it is, dude, look. Military.
That is the Army truck that indicates
Bunker bar that way.
bunker bar. Oh, you're in trouble now.
This is a two-way road, just keep that in mind.
Yeah. I can tell you're dying to drive.
I'm dying to not die. I mean, if it's my turn, I mean, yeah, I'll jump on that grenade. I'll get behind the wheel. I'll take you for the ride of your life.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be way cooler. Oh yeah!
This is rough, dude.
I know.
We wanted it. We got it.
Oh, some actual four-wheeling. Whoa.
Oh! Whoa! Is that a jump?
That's a jump.
That's a jump, dude.
Hold on.
I love this car.
Oh, sand duning. I forgot. I mean, we virtually sand duned it. It did really badly.
Oh, dude. That's a legit berm right there.
So wait a minute. I technically never got stuck. I drove out every time I got stuck.
So did I.
No, you didn't. Not without a winch cable.
You were the one. No, hold on. You got stuck. I got you unstuck. Then I got
Oh no,
stuck.
I could have driven it out. You wanted to.
No, you said. Oh, man.
Go to the footage.
Go to the footage.
No, Dave. We're screwed.
No, Dave.
Maybe you should try it.
Well, you've already ruined it. What am I gonna do here?
Allow yourself to be criticized so I'm not the only one.
All right. Master off-roader Freiburger got stuck.
Well, you were giving me all sorts of tips, and I was like, okay, well, if you want to handle this, just get right in.
I handled it right out of one stuck into another one. Oh, here comes the whoop section.
Yeah. That hard plastic armrest.
Sorry, I'm coasting. I don't even have my foot on the gas, dude.
This thing is not a whoop-de-doo, it's a whoop-de-don't.
I think we can get up this hill.
We?
I feel great about this.
I kind of want to watch. Oh, that's... Oh, oh.
Go, car. We're close. We're very close.
Yep. Oh, oh, this is the worst part.
Very
Oh.
bumpy. But we're close.
Oh.
Oh, I see
Oh,
cars.
we're here.
I see cars.
We are here. Wow, it's packed.
That is a lot of people.
Whoa, this is cool. That's how to arrive at the bunker bar. Man, it's crowded here. This is cool. It's the bunker bar somewhere outside of Havasu.
Dude, this is great.
I don't feel like our car blends here.
We made it to the bunker bar outside of Lake Havasu, Arizona, with a lot less drama than when we tried something similar with the Jeep Rod so many years ago. But you know what? I'm gonna break out the cliche about the whole journey versus destination thing and point out that this whole thing was like a roadkill life lesson. And the big one is that every time we get into a car that is outside of our normal build style, we end up having an absolute blast with new discoveries and new ways to use these things. See, I don't care if you call this car a donk or a bubble or a high rider or a big wheel. I can tell you that we love the thing, using it in absurd ways, drifting, blasting it off-road, having fun with it on the street. Well, all of that is the key to this whole lifestyle that we call roadkill.
Oh! We should get another one of these so we can both drive and have double bubble. Here we go. Oh!
It's like it's your first day or something.
Yeah. Let me see what's stopping me here.
Lack of talent. Okay. Off-road driving lessons from David Freiburger.
Oh yeah, here's the problem. Not being able to see really screws you.
Nobody worry. He's got this.
This time on Roadkill, the muscle truck lives again, and we got twin turbos on the muscle boat, and we are running it till the rods fall out. Yeah, it's my old friend, the muscle truck. I built this thing way back in 2007. It's a 1974 Chevy short bed stepside, and I swapped in a LS6, which is an all aluminum LS-based engine. It's got MSD atomic EFI that they don't even make anymore, turbo 400 transmission, a gear vendor's overdrive in it, and I threw in a Ford 9-inch out of a 78 Ford F-100 pickup truck. This thing was originally on airbags. Right now it's got coil springs in the front, leaf springs in the back, Caltrax bars, and most importantly, does fantastic burnouts. It first appeared on Roadkill episode 18, way back when. That was the one where we hopped in it and we had some mini bikes and we went down and drag raced it and stuff. But the key to the whole episode was when Finnegan pointed out that this truck plays the music of my people.
Allow me to play for you the music of my people.
Yup, this thing is famous for its wicked exhaust note. Wow, this thing's loud. And the next time you saw it was when we went to the sand dunes with it and put some boggers on it and ended up hacking the fenders.
We'll save this piece, flange it, Zeus it back on there.
Yeah, he's just gonna make a flange and Zeus it right back on. It'll be mint. After the sand dunes, it was boat kill, the one where we hooked up the boat on a trailer on the muscle truck, dragged it down to Lake Elsinore, took the engine out of the truck, put it in the boat, went out on the boat for 20 minutes, took the engine back out of the boat, put it back in the truck, towed the whole mess home, and did epic trailer burnouts. And that's, of course, the impetus for what you're about to see in this whole episode. Meanwhile, the last time that you saw the muscle truck on Roadkill was episode 80, which was a muscle truck shootout of a whole bunch of vehicles. And naturally, the muscle truck wins because it is just the muscle truck. Problem is, after that, the company shipped this truck to Saudi Arabia for a car show. It rusted a bunch of stuff. And unfortunately, it's been sitting for so long that the entire fuel system is all gummed up. The brakes are trashed on it. The fenders are rusty. But on this episode, it will be a return to glory for the Roadkill muscle truck.
This looks like it went off-road again.
Yeah, you're right, it does.
Like it's got the sand again.
The whole fuel system on it is clogged with goo. The foam in the fuel cell, like, melted out. It's stuck in all the injectors. It's in all the lines. That's a disaster. And the brakes were all rusted together. Bed's off, but we need to put a whole fuel system on it and fix the brakes. Yeah, we're gonna make it better.
Yeah.
Let's pick it up.
Yeah, let's pick it up. This truck is legendary. And I'd like to go boating again. Specifically, I'd like to take Freiburger drag boat racing. And the last time we did any kind of boating was with this truck, and it was with my cousin's boat. So we're getting the band back together. We are going to hitch up the Renegade Rogers jet boat to the muscle truck, tow it to a racetrack in Arizona, then turbo the boat right there in the pits and try to qualify for the race and, of course, win, because we're all about winning. So first things first, fix everything that's wrong with the truck before we can tow that boat anywhere.
This is testimony to my master zip tie skills. This has been on here for years and on multiple continents. We need to get every fuel line out of the thing. Entire nitrous line, gone. Ooh, all of the foam inside the fuel cell is disintegrating. So it's in the whole system, the pump, the injectors, because there was no filter on the right side, and just everything. It's a mess.
This was all some really nice, expensive AN plumbing back in the day. You know how gritty that is?
Yep. Ooh, yucky. Those injectors are gonna be junk. Where'd all this dirt come from?
Klamath?
Yeah, I said that just hoping that the editor would pull a flashback of some epic dirt action.
Saudi Arabia?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes! Okay, that is free. There we go. Wow,
We go.
so much easier than working on the garage floor. Here's something everybody asks about on the muscle truck, which is how do you get that radical exhaust noise? Basically, it has mid-length headers on it that go into a 3-inch pipe, which is then stepped up to a 4-inch muffler. These are a Dynamax Race Bullet muffler, and then it comes back out of that into a 3-inch tailpipe, dumping at the ground, and there's no crossover. So there you go. That is the secret. Okay, regulator off.
Right now, Freiburger's over there replacing our old fuel pressure regulator with a brand new one from Aeromotive. I'm over here trying to get this O-ring fitting out of our return line. Yeah, that does not want to come apart. And we're gonna be buying a new fitting because of it, because that's junk.
Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is remove these fuel rails here because all of the injectors are gonna be filled with crud and we're gonna have to replace those or clean them or something. Okay, now that this is loose, this whole mess is full of bad gas and lots of wires. There we go. I sure hope I can remember where all those plugs go. So my task here is to change all these injectors. We got brand new ones. I think what we're gonna have to do here is transition into a time lapse because it's gonna take me a long time to figure this out. And I think I got this half ready to go. All of this junk goes over there.
The good news is if it doesn't work out at all on the way there, we've got a perfectly good parts motor in the drag boat.
Just swap it all out? What makes you think we're leaving here? I may have gotten everything back together. All we need now is a fuel crossover back here. And I think the upfront part of the job is done. We still have to mount that new fuel cell in the back and run all the lines and everything. But the hard part is me getting back out from under here. Ugh, season 10. Too many miles. Too many miles. Ow. Maybe put this on before you make it really high.
300 or 400 more pumps, we'll be there.
Man, I feel lazy not doing this on my back.
I mean, I can quit at any time if you're ready.
Go. We got it on 2.
Got it.
Handled. That was remarkably easy. There was so much crud in our old tank that it just wasn't practical to clean it out. And so we got a new fuel cell that had the same pattern. It unfortunately has a different fill tube and different pickup and vent locations. So I don't know if it's gonna clear the bed or not, but at least we got it into the frame. So that's a start.
See that? That is a fuel system for a Freedom machine. This is gonna go right here, but only after I mount this right there. And then Freiburg can make a bunch of fuel lines and stuff, and it'll be awesome. Still warm.
Okay, there we go. Custom, that's gonna hit the ground when this thing wheelies. Okay, well on my way now to routing hose.
I have replumbed this entire truck. I counted it up and I have done 12 hose ends on here, plus a bunch of other fittings and stuff. And so some of them are actually mismatched brands on the hose in the end and they didn't go together well. So I am not guaranteeing that they will not leak, but we're about to pour gas in it and turn on the electric fuel pump and find out. Which reminds me, I may have also screwed up all the electrical connections putting the EFI back on this thing.
Okay, she's electrified. Who's ready to find the leaks?
Pump is pumping.
Got fuel.
Got no leaks back here yet. It also sounds like it hasn't picked up yet. There, it's starting to. There we go. I'm good back here. How about you?
Yeah, we're good.
I can't even believe it. I didn't fail. There's not a single fuel leak. Next thing we have to find out is if all the EFI works and all that junk. So we got Kaylin in the cab. We're out here ready for the joy. Fire it up. Fuel pump. Whoa! Like that. Woo! Nice.
We get to leave today.
I wonder if that has oil pressure and stuff.
It's not even smoking.
Wow, not bad. No oil pressure. Well, there's that. Mike, find out if I have that plugged in. No, not that header's hot.
Only because I want to leave.
If the oil pressure gauge is the only thing I screwed up in the wiring, this is major win. Now that it runs, I think we're going to be able to put the bed on it and drop it down. We've already got the brakes done, and we're out of here.
Please work.
You seized it!
Dude.
There we go. We're good.
We got oil?
Yeah. Cool. All right, we have oil pressure.
Magic fingers.
Whew.
I'll take the credit for that.
Yeah. I like the muscle truck again.
Can we put the bed on and then leave? There's a large body of water with your name on it.
I don't know if you could call Lake Smellsmore actual water.
I'll still boat there. I'm just not swimming in it. Like, if the Renegade was on fire, I wouldn't jump in the lake. All right, let's put the bed on. There we go.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Can we check underneath for the fittings?
This is centered. Right in that glorious hole.
Is it all the way down? No, these fittings hit. What's going on now is that the new AN fittings that I put in the top of the fuel cell are hitting the underside of the bed. So.
Truck sounds amazing. Nothing is leaking. However, we went to put the bed back on the truck, and our new fuel cell, because the fittings are in different places, all of the hoses on that fuel cell hit the bed. So we can't even put the bed on. So right now, Dave's down there trying to figure out, does he want to cut the bed, which is a very extreme option, or make new hoses and reroute them?
All right, I'm taking this hose apart and making a whole new one so that we can clear the underside of the bed. I hope this fixes it. I pretty much never want to make a hose end again after today.
Coming down.
Now the bed's got an inch to go and it's sitting on the hose. Yeah, that's no good. Neither of those are gonna work.
Yeah, they're both hitting now, even after rotating it.
Because it goes down much lower than it did before.
Yeah, this is too tall and this is too tall.
I guess we cut.
I'm down.
Oh.
Woo. This is the part where Dave cries.
That's ideal.
That's self-clearanced.
I told you the brakes were junk on this thing. Man, they were all rusted from being on the ship home from Saudi. And so we replaced everything. Here's the Duralast proof. Rear brake drums, front pads. It's got calipers too, front rotors. Okay, those guys bolted the bed down. Kaylin made this piece of wood so that I can affix that here and our luggage won't fly out. So once I'm done with that, I think we're ready to hit the road, or at least try to hit the road. Ah.
The music of my people.
There you go.
Let's go.
That's what I was waiting for.
sounds smooth. Like, it's running better than I think it ever has.
Might be. New plugs, new injectors, no crud in them, no sand. I feel obligated to do a burnout in the muscle truck.
Give the people what they want. That definitely woke that guy up in the RV. No way he didn't hear that.
It was doing a little dance. All right, let's go get that boat.
Let's go boating.
You know what? This whole episode feels like a remake.
We're just picking up where we left off, you know? We tried to go racing the last time we were here. It didn't work out.
There it is. It's a familiar sight.
So majestic.
It's pretty good. Cool.
The Renegade.
So what engine is this?
So this is a Chevrolet Performance CT 525, which is...
circle track.
So it's 376 cubic inches,
Yep.
525 horsepower. I think it makes about 550, 570 right now.
Yeah.
Probably not fast enough for what we want to do this week.
But theoretically, it runs and drives as is, and we're going to go out in the green water, and then all will be well with the world.
That's a lot of pressure on me. Yes, yes, sure.
All right, we're going to go drop this junk in the water, see if it floats.
All right, it's floating. It floats.
All right.
Dead battery, dude.
No way.
Battery's dead. Oh, wait, hold on. I think the battery switch was off. That's weird.
There we go. Ha-ha, I was faking it.
No, I
See
wasn't.
what he did there? Ha-ha.
I was not. I wouldn't do that. So...
This episode's going absurdly well. It makes no sense.
Okay.
You gonna disconnect?
Yeah.
You're gonna make me walk in green water.
Yeah, it's only fair that maybe your ankles get a little wet, so...
All right, are we ready for action?
Oh, dude, she's ready.
I've been here before.
Does it feel familiar?
Yes.
All right, reverse. Come on, boat.
Boom. This is gonna be a little spunkier than Dulcich's Chrysler 318.
What?
Yeah.
All that's missing now is a cooler full of beer and the ladies.
I feel I should be wearing this.
Uh-oh.
Did you put gas in it? Did you turn on the electric fuel pump?
Yeah, the switches are up. What's that? All right.
Yeah.
This feels familiar. Well, if we wait long enough, we're really only 50 feet from the ramp. Maybe we'll
It'll float in.
Maybe we'll make it back. Hit the squirter, see if you feel any fuel.
Yes, it has fuel.
Oh, is the throttle linkage hooked up? No.
That could be a thing.
The gas pedal's not hooked up to the carburetors.
Can we make that happen?
Yeah, you know who did that?
You.
Me, because I disconnected it to try to figure out linkage for later on for the turbos.
Oh, you're right. There's absolutely nothing here.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm giving it a lot of gas. Nothing's happening up here.
Can you by hand?
Yeah, put the bolt through it.
There we go. We got this. We're good at this. Okay, way better.
It's working!
Here we go.
Do me a favor and keep it running. I think it's about to overheat. I want to see if there's any water coming out. Okay, shut it off. Yeah, there's no water running through the motor. It's squirting out of the jet pump through the hoses into the motor. There's water, but there's no water coming out of the motor right now. Oh, valve.
Okay, here's the whole situation as you've seen it over the past hour or so. We had that initial fuel problem at the dock. The fuel pump wasn't picking up. We finally made that happen. It was no big deal. Then we have a problem with the boat overheating. There's no water circulating through the thing. And so Mike took apart a bunch of the plumbing system, and apparently we're not getting water from the pump through the transom into the engine at all. No, nothing. So we've got our crew hooking us up to a rope right now. Mike is sitting on the front of the boat going to hold the rope, and I'm going to laugh riotously when he gets pulled into the water.
Don't push me in, I'll get run over by a boat that doesn't even run.
This is
I
fun.
feel stuff growing on me now. Oh, good, now I know I'm safe. Well, today is going about as well as it always goes here on Roadkill. Backed the boat into the water. Miraculously, it did not leak, but then we drove the boat that way out of the no-wake zone, and I noticed the engine was getting really hot. It was overheating. So while we were out on the water, we borrowed some tools, disassembled the front end of the cooling system, and realized that when we fired the engine up, there was no water coming out. So no water from the jet drive going to the engine. That's bad. That engine is directly coupled to this jet drive. So anytime that engine is spinning like this, the impeller inside this jet drive is also spinning like this, and because it's connected to a shaft and a hole in the bottom of the boat, it's actually sucking water out of the lake through the bottom of the boat here and squeezing it out the back of the jet drive, and that's what propels the boat forward. It also provides cooling water to the engine. There's no water pump on the engine. It's also forcing water out of this hole here, through this hose, into the boat, to the front of the motor. Although the boat moves forward and the jet drive we know is spinning, there's no water going to the engine. So I'm gonna take this hose off right now and see if maybe it's clogged up or something. Oh, that's not good. All right, there's no obstruction there. Oh, wow. I might have found the answer. Yep, she's clogged. Oh. This valve, which goes in between the jet drive and the front of the engine, is 100% plugged up and will not allow water to pass through it. Thank goodness for gauges this time on Roadkill, because had we not seen that, we would have gone legged out of pass, hot dogged all over that lake, and melted this engine down before we ever got to have any real fun with it. I can fix this. I can just take this in Lake Elsinore and shake it all about. Oh, come look at this. That's disgusting. Ah, but look at it now. You can see right through it. Cooling system is 100% back together. Now we need to dunk the boat back in the lake, fire it up on the trailer, and see if there's water peeing out of more than just the jet drive. We're ready to boat. God, it's gonna be fun. It's your time to shine.
Finally.
We got a good strong stream. Engage.
All good. Just remember, if you throw me out of the boat, your phone is in my pocket. Just so you know. Well, can you imagine if we hadn't have done that test?
Dude, that would have been a disaster. Like, we're gonna go to a legit drag boat race, and we would have gone there with a boat that would have overheated instantly.
Yeah.
No fuel pump working. Like, it would have been bad.
No water. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. All right, let's load up this junk and drive that muscle truck to Arizona somewhere.
Arizona.
Yeah. The muscle truck made it with boat attached. We're here at the Arizona Drag Boat Association event, their spring event at Hidden Lake, which is around Buckeye, Arizona, which is around Phoenix, which is around 90-something degrees.
Look at this. This is clean water. This isn't Elsinore.
So what's the plan?
We still have to get through tech, and we can't get through tech until we put the safety junk on. We can't put the safety junk on until the turbos are on.
Logic.
Yeah. So all day long today, we're gonna be wrenching while boats are going by really fast. It's a lot like car racing, but way crazier. All these people here are nutty enough to basically bolt high horsepower to a surfboard. They're gonna hold onto a rope. That guy in the middle is gonna ask them if they're ready, and when they're ready, they'll give thumbs up, they'll start their motors. There's an amber bulb 125 feet in front of them that's gonna flash for 30 seconds. You're warming your motor up then, right? Then it goes solid and a clock counts down from 20, and essentially, while holding onto a rope with no brakes and adjusting for the wind and whatever else is going on, you pick a number and leave and get a running start at the beams that are about 125 feet in front of you, and you try to cross exactly when the clock goes 0.
So basically it's like asphalt roll racing, except for the track is moving around underneath you.
Yes.
I don't think you guys yet realize how much work we have ahead of us in order to put twin turbos on the LS motor in the boat and convert it to EFI at the same time and make all of that junk work. I would just want to see a pair go down, and then we can go wrench.
Okay. Say goodbye to naturally aspirated Renegade.
Bye.
Yeah. We're about to take the headers, the carbs, the tunnel ram, all of this goes off so we can turbocharge this beast. Before you get too crazy, the fastest boat on the property is right there. .533, 176. Phew.
It just doesn't look that fast. I don't know why.
That's because it's not a Renegade, I mean.
That's why.
Yeah.
My beloved tunnel ram, gone.
We're just gonna swap it for an even cooler tunnel ram. We're gonna make big horsepower here. We are going to swap our current Holley High Ram tunnel ram for this Holley High Ram, which has a shearer fab intercooler sandwiched between the top and the bottom half. They're good for like 1,800 horsepower. They will control your air inlet temp with water. And because we're going boating, we have an abundance of lake water to feed to this intercooler. It also has fuel rails and injectors. Basically, this setup is for EFI. In true Roadkill fashion, we have a pair of truck stock exhaust manifolds, which we're going to flip up